The roar of the engine was louder than my racing heartbeat. I was in shock. My heart was ready to jump out of my chest. Tears blurred my vision, and I decided to slow down before I crashed my only car. As my speed dropped, I heard the sirens again. I thought that the police would give up after 220 kilometers per hour, but no luck. Damn it, I thought. I stopped and waited for the police. Perhaps prison would be my salvation from my nightmare life. The policeman approached without a weapon. Policeman, do you know how fast you were driving? It was Friedrich Lange, an old friend turned policeman. I wondered how our friendship would continue now that I had become a criminal. After all, driving at a speed of more than 160 kilometers per hour was considered a criminal offense in some federal states. Friedrich, looking at me. What happened, Max? Are you okay? I sighed, remembering the events of today, with difficulty. It was the happiest day of my life, but everything went wrong. Anna, my wife, gave birth to our child, and I was in the hospital at the birth. She had complications, and I was sent home after a long night. Anna, who is 36 years old, gave birth to our child with an inguinal hernia. It's not too serious, but it did require surgery. She has always been a strong woman, but age is taking its toll. Friedrich nodded, remembering how his youngest son was born. I understand you. It can drive you crazy. My wife also went through a difficult birth, and I also struggled with depression after that. I felt relieved knowing that he understood me. Is Anna upset that you left the hospital? Sad. Yes, probably. I just wanted to go home and think. Maybe I'll drive at the speed limit and you can accompany me if you want. Friedrich, that's not necessary, Max. Just drive safe. Friedrich put on his sunglasses and left. I went home to the house where Anna and I lived for 11 years. I was 23 and she was 25 when we moved. Despite our differences, we were perfect for each other. I waited for her to come home and reassure me that everything would be fine. But that's not true. I thought about having a beer on the terrace, but I needed to move to think. I went upstairs, changed into running shorts, threw away my yellow t-shirt, grabbed my iPod, and headed out to run on the trails behind our house. My name is Anna Muller, and I feel empty and lonely even though I just became a mother. Max left the hospital, and I can't understand why he did this. I know what he's going through, but I need his support too. I hope he returns home soon and everything will be as before. Max returned home late in the evening. He felt exhausted and lost. Anna sat on the sofa, hugging their newborn daughter. Quietly. Where have you been? Avoiding her gaze. Just driving. I needed to think. Anna, couldn't you stay in the hospital? I needed you, Max. Sighing. I know, Anna. Sorry. I just don't know what's happening to me. Anna looked at him with pain and understanding in her eyes. We're both tired, Max, but we have to be together in this. Max sat down next to her and took their daughter into his arms. Quietly. I know. I'll try to be better. Anna nodded and hugged him. They sat like that for a while, feeling a little closer to each other. Over the next few weeks, Max and Anna tried to get used to their new life with a baby. Max began to spend more time at home, helping Anna and taking care of his daughter, but their relationship remained tense. One evening, after a particularly difficult day, Max sat on the terrace with Friedrich, who came to visit. How are you, Max? You seem to look better. Nodding. Yes, I'm getting used to it little by little, but it's still difficult. This is fine. The main thing is not to give up. You know that Anna loves you. Smiling sadly. I know. I'm just afraid that I won't be able to be the husband and father I should be. You can handle it. You are a strong man, Max, and you have support. Max nodded, feeling a little more confident. But soon Max began to notice strange things. Anna began to often leave with the child in the evenings, explaining this by the need for fresh air and walks. To himself. Why does she leave so often in the evening? This is also the time when we should be together as a family. One day, returning home earlier than usual, Max did not find Anna and the child. He decided to call her. Into the phone. Anna, where are you? Nervously. Oh, Max. We were just going for a walk. We'll be there soon. Max noticed that Anna often gets nervous during such conversations. It was becoming increasingly difficult for him to ignore these oddities. To himself, something is wrong here. Why is she acting so strange? These thoughts began to gnaw at him from the inside. He tried not to attach importance to it, but doubts grew every day. Unexpected confession. In the evening, Max sat in his office looking through old photographs. He remembered how he and Anna met and how they built their relationship. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. It was Anna. Anna. Max, can we talk? Max. Of course. Come in. Anna sat down next to him. Anna. I know it's not easy for you now. It's hard for me too. But I want you to know that I will always be there. Max looked at her, feeling his eyes fill with tears. Max. Thank you, Anna. I needed to hear this. They hugged, and Max felt his heart begin to thaw a little. But doubts about Anna's behavior did not leave him. Every day, Max and Anna became closer. They learned to cope with difficulties together, supporting each other. But Max continued to observe Anna's behavior. One morning, when Max was getting ready to go for a run, he again saw Anna leaving with the child. Max, to himself. Where does she go all the time? This is starting to bother me. He decided to follow her to find out the truth. Max began to ride off frequently on his bike to reflect and deal with his growing doubts. He drove along scenic routes, trying to find answers to his questions and calm his worries. Max, to himself. Why does she leave so often? What is she hiding? And why do I feel that this child may not be mine? Max began each trip with the hope of sorting out his feelings. He recalled the moments when Anna was pregnant and everything that happened in their relationship in recent months. Max, to himself. I remember how happy we were when we found out about the pregnancy, but something has changed. Maybe I'm just too suspicious? Or is there something I don't know about? One day, stopping at the top of a hill, Max decided to talk to Anna directly. He could no longer live in doubt. Max returned home earlier than usual. Anna was sitting on the terrace, holding the child in her arms. Max. Anna, we need to talk. Anna raised her head, noticing the seriousness in his voice. Anna. Of course, Max. What's happened? Max sat down next to her, sighing. Max. I can't live in doubt anymore. You often leave with your child in the evenings, and I don't understand why. What's going on, Anna? Anna hesitated a little. Her face became tense. Anna. Max. I just wanted you to get some rest. Thoughts about the child took up all your time, and I thought it would be better this way. Max. I understand, but there's something else. I can't help but think that this child might not be mine. Anna looked shocked and offended. Anna. How can you say that, Max? Of course it's your baby. Max. I don't want to blame anyone. But I need to know the truth. I need to be sure. Anna stood up, hugging the child tightly. Anna. Max, I love you, and our child is the result of our love. Please don't doubt it. Max saw the sincerity in her eyes, but his doubts did not disappear completely. Max. Okay, Anna. Let's try to survive this together. But if you have something you're not telling me, it's better to say it now. Anna was silent for a few moments, then sighed and nodded. Anna. No secrets, Max. I promise. They hugged, and Max felt his heart calm down a little, but his inner voice still whispered to him about suspicions. Max continued to ride his bike frequently, thinking about his future and how to deal with doubts. He knew that in order to find peace in his soul, he needed to trust Anna and their relationship. Max. To himself. I have to trust Anna. If I continue to doubt, we can never be happy. But thoughts about the child did not leave him. One day he decided to talk to Anna about the possibility of conducting a paternity test in order to dispel his doubts once and for all. Max. To himself. If I want to be sure, we need to do this. This is the only way to find out the truth and start a new life without a shadow of doubt. Max knew this step would be difficult, but he was confident that it was necessary for their future. Max decided to talk to Anna about this idea in a calm environment, hoping that it would help them both gain confidence and start a new chapter in their lives. Max felt he needed to gain confidence to move forward. He decided to take a paternity test secretly from Anna. For this purpose, he went to the doctor, whom he had known for a long time. The doctor's office was cozy and conducive to trust. Max came in and sat down opposite Dr. Schultz, who smiled warmly at him. Dr. Schultz. Max, good to see you. What brought you here? Max. Nervous. Doctor, I need to do a paternity test, but I don't want Anna to find out about this. Dr. Schultz frowned at the request but then nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. Dr. Schultz. I understand, Max. This is a delicate situation. We can conduct the test confidentially. But are you sure this is the best way to solve the problem? Max. Decisively. Yes, doctor. I need to know the truth to calm down. This is important for me and for our family. Dr. Schultz sighed and nodded. Dr. Schultz. Okay. We'll take a sample of your DNA and a sample of the baby. The results will be ready in a few days. I promise to keep everything secret. Max returned home determined to collect the necessary samples. He chose a moment when Anna and the child were busy. He carefully took a strand of the child's hair from the pillow and placed it in a plastic bag. He then collected his own sample using a special kit given to him by Dr. Schultz. The next day, he went to the doctor again to give the samples. Dr. Schultz, accepting the package. Great, Max. I will ensure that the test is completed as quickly as possible. You can count on me. The days passed slowly. Max continued to live his normal life, but every moment his thoughts returned to the test. He tried not to show his feelings to Anna, but sometimes it was difficult. Max, to himself, how will I continue to live if the result turns out to be negative? Max left Dr. Schultz's office feeling extremely relieved, but the next day Anna came into the doctor's office clutching an envelope in her hands. Dr. Schultz, surprised. Anna, what brings you here? Anna. Seriously, doctor, I want to thank you for your help. Max returned home calm and confident. This is thanks to you. Dr. Schultz frowned, not quite understanding what Anna was talking about. Dr. Schultz, I'm glad I could help, Anna. But what exactly are we talking about? Anna looks the doctor straight in the eyes. I know that the test was not performed. I asked you to deceive Max for the sake of our family. He was so worried and confused that this was the only way to restore his confidence. Dr. Schultz. Anna, that was a very risky decision. Lying can destroy trust in a relationship. Anna nods sadly. I understand, but I am ready to do anything to save our family. Here, take it. Holds out an envelope with money. This is a sign of our gratitude for your help. Dr. Schultz looked at the envelope for a long time, then sighed and pushed it back to Anna. Dr. Schultz, I can't accept this money, Anna. Your intentions were good, but lying is not the solution. I hope you find a way to be honest with each other. Anna lowers her head. Thank you, doctor. You're right. I hope we can get through this. Removes the envelope. Anna returned home, thinking deeply about the doctor's words. She knew honesty was the best option, but she also knew Max hadn't told her about the test yet. She decided to wait to see how things developed. If Max decides to tell me about the test, I'll be willing to tell the truth. But until he does, I don't want to complicate things. Several days passed. Max continued to live with newfound confidence and dedicated himself to his family. Anna watched him carefully, waiting for him to share his thoughts with her. Max, smiling. Anna, I'm so glad that we can enjoy time together again. I feel that our family has become stronger. Anna, yes, Max, this is true. I am happy too. One evening, when the children were already asleep, Max and Anna were sitting in the kitchen over a cup of tea. Max suddenly started talking about something that had been bothering him for a long time. Max. Anna, I have to tell you something. Anna. What is it, Max? Max. Sighing. I took a paternity test. I needed to be confident in myself and in our family. I didn't want you to know about this until I got the results. Anna, have you done the test? Max, yes. And Dr. Schultz said everything was fine. I'm a father. Anna felt her heart beating faster. She remembered the conversation with the doctor and his words about honesty, but she decided that now was not the time for revelations. Anna, I'm glad you're confident now, Max. It is most important. Max, thank you for understanding me. I promise I will never doubt us again. Anna and Max continued to build their relationship on trust and love. Anna decided that the truth about the test would remain between her and the doctor until Max was ready for this conversation. She understood that trust is a process, and over time, they will be able to overcome any difficulties. Max, now I know that we can overcome any obstacles together. Anna, squeezing his hand. Yes, Max, we are strong and together we can do anything. They looked at each other with understanding and love, knowing that their family would only become stronger thanks to their efforts and mutual support. One day, while looking through photos and videos on his phone, Max accidentally came across a video that greatly disturbed him. In the video, Dr. Schultz gave gifts to Anna and went for car rides with her and the child. Max felt his heart clench with mistrust and suspicion. Max, to himself, what does this mean? Why does Dr. Schultz give gifts to Anna and take her on rides with the baby? We need to figure it out. Max decided to follow them to find out the truth. The next day, Max quietly followed Anna. He saw her meet with Dr. Schultz outside their home. They exchanged warm words and the doctor again gave Anna a gift. Then they got into the car and drove off. Max, to himself, this is strange. Why are they so close? Max followed the car, trying to remain unnoticed. They arrived at the park, where Dr. Schultz helped Anna unload the child from the car. Then they went for a walk in the park, talking and laughing. Max couldn't take it anymore. He approached them with a determined expression on his face. Max, sternly, what's going on here? Why are you spending so much time with Dr. Schultz, Anna? Anna and Dr. Schultz were stunned. Anna quickly realized that there was no point in hiding the truth anymore. Anna, Max, it's not what you think. I can explain everything. Dr. Schultz, Max, let's talk calmly. Nothing is as it seems. Max, angry, explain to me then. Now. Anna sighed and began to speak.
Max, I asked Dr. Schultz to trick you about the paternity test. I saw how you suffered and I couldn't bear it. I thought it would be better for all of us. Gifts and outings are simply a sign of gratitude to the doctor for his help and support. Max, I know this sounds bad, but my intentions were pure. I just wanted to help your family. So, does that mean the test was a lie? Did you deceive me, Anna? Yes, Max. But I did it out of love for you. I didn't want to see you so unhappy anymore. Max stood in silence, pondering what he had heard, when suddenly Dr. Schultz interrupted his thoughts. The doctor's face was distorted with anger and despair. Max, you are really stupid. You don't even see the truth. Your son is not from you. He is from me. Max and Anna froze in shock. Anna turned pale and cried even harder, and Max looked at the doctor with disbelief. What are you talking about, Schultz? Are you crazy? Hysterical. It's true, Max. Anna and I were together. My child. I'm tired of hiding it. No, it is not true. Max, don't listen to him. He's lying. Max, with rage, how could you? You destroyed our family. Dr. Schultz, angrily, I tried to help you, but now I don't care. I want you to know the truth. Max was furious. He couldn't believe that someone he trusted could do such a thing. You've been lying to me this whole time. How could you? Max, I swear it's not true. I wasn't with him. I only wanted to help you because I saw how you were suffering. I don't know who to believe. But this cannot continue. Max realized that the situation had gone too far. He decided to take matters into his own hands. Max realized that the situation had gone too far. He decided to take matters into his own hands. Anger and disappointment filled him, and he suddenly attacked Dr. Schultz. "How could you? You destroyed our family." Dr. Schultz tried to defend himself, but Max was stronger and much more determined. In a rage, he hit the doctor several times, and Schultz fell to the ground. "This is for your lies and betrayal." Anna, screaming in horror. "Max, stop! Please!" Max, breathing heavily, stepped back from the beaten doctor. He turned to Anna, eyes full of pain and determination. "I can't stand it anymore, Anna. You and your constant deceptions have gotten to me. I'm leaving." Anna, with tears in her eyes. "Max, please don't go. I made a mistake, but I love you. Love is built on trust, and we no longer have it. I can't live a constant lie. This is the end." Max packed his things and left the house without looking back. Anna stood on the threshold crying, realizing that her actions had destroyed their family. She knew she had a long way to go in understanding her mistakes and perhaps finding forgiveness. But right now, all she could do was watch Max walk away. Max started a new life, free from lies and betrayal. He decided to focus on himself, his career, and his future. He realized that rebuilding trust and starting over sometimes means leaving the past behind. Max, to himself, "Now I can start over. It won't be easy, but I can handle it." Anna was left alone, realizing how much her lies had destroyed their family. She decided to seek help from a psychologist to understand her mistakes and find a path to forgiveness, and perhaps someday restore her relationship with Max. "I have to change. For yourself, for the sake of the child," Anna, realizing the depth of her mistakes and the need for change, decided to turn to professionals for help. She checked herself into a psychiatric clinic to sort out her problems and find a path to healing. Anna, to herself, "I have to change. For myself, for the sake of the child, and maybe for the sake of the future with Max." While Anna was undergoing treatment at the clinic, Dr. Schultz, realizing his responsibility, took the child into care. He understood that his actions led to the destruction of the family, and now he must take care of the baby. Dr. Schultz, to himself, "I will do everything to make sure this child grows up with love and care. This is my responsibility." Max, leaving the past behind, decided to start a new life. He met a woman from the Philippines named Marie. Their relationship developed quickly, and they soon got married. Marie was loving and sincere, and Max found in her what he had been looking for a long time: honesty and devotion. Max, smiling, "I found my happiness with Marie. She brought joy and harmony into my life.